Let's talk about your live concert in Athens in September. Is it a goodbye in Europe, this farewell tour?
I'd like it to be.
Why?
Because I'm tired. It's not the performance that's problematic for me. It's getting here to do the performance, you know. Life in the air at 35,000 feet, it sucks the energy out of you. It sucks everything away from you. I arrived in Athens with a beautiful hoodie that I was hoping I could use on when it gets cold at night, and it was the best hoodie that I ever had. It disappeared. When I got off the plane, it wasn't there anymore. Somebody picked it up and they're off running down the streets with my hoodie on. That really gets to me, you know. Little things like that drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. And but it's beyond the little things that drive me crazy. The big thing for me is I have to be really careful now in various environments. Like when you reach my age now, the most dangerous place to be is in the shower, is in the toilet, you know. And forget that, on stage is really dangerous. You got lights flashing in your face, you can't see where you're stepping, and it's having fallen on stage before in front of thousands of people. It's not a good feeling, you know. And people live up to these various credos, you know, like in phraseologies, like the most overused one as far as I'm concerned is rock star. You know, he was living like a rock star. Drink like a rock star, you know. Oh, look, his car, he must be a rock star. It's all bullshit, you know. I mean, it's like such, especially when you're 78 years of age, you know. I'm happy to be alive, and I want to keep continuing this way into my retirement years. I don't want to retire and be in a wheelchair. I don't want to retire and be carried around by somebody else, you know. I want to enjoy the later years in life by going to places that I always wanted to go to, or not, or staying at home and developing other aspects of my creativity. I came here with the idea of not only doing these gigs, this show here, which is a very important thing for me to be playing at Ηρώδειο. I've never played there before. I've never thought of playing there before. Just to be invited there is a great honor. I want it to be a great evening. And I have an electronic band, electronic instruments, and drums, and it's, you know, I've suffered from it. I'm deaf in one ear because of drum cymbals and guitars, you know. And I'm happy to have one ear that works. So I can feel the earth moving.
Yes, that's right, me too.
I can feel it. That probably would make a hit song. I hear the earth move under my feet. Carole King, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I want to know to a certain degree what's around the corner, what's going to happen for me, because I've been through all of these various versions of hell. Hell, high water, floods, earthquakes, electronic shocks, traveling for hours, crunched up, you know. It's not good. It's not good for my body. It's not good for my health. And I'd like to think that I can enjoy the later years in my life without having to worry about what I'm going through. Is it going to kill me, or is it going to whatever, you know? Kill is one thing. It's anything that's worse than death is a real problem, you know. So people might listen to this and say, what a wimp. I'll tell you what, I live by the concept of being a wimp at this point in my life. Everything has to be right, you know.
Yes, I see.
And thank God I have a wife that is in Congress with that and takes care of things for me. I don't know what I'd do without her.
And she's from Greece, as we all know.
She's Greece, yeah, she's Greek to the maximum.
Tell me about your connection with Greece.
She is my connection with this country. Yeah, and with the culture and with the attitude, you know. It's and it's good. It's really good. It's like she's very intelligent, and but she's young as well, so I can teach her things and she can teach me a lot of things. So it's a good exchange, you know.
Can teach you like what? What can she teach you?
What can she teach me?
Yes.
Keep your mouth shut. Be careful what you say. And don't step there because there's a hole in the ground. Oh, I didn't see that. No, it's a different culture. So I love different cultures. I thrive on cultural crossovers, you know. So that makes me, actually, it makes me a real American, I think, more than being English, you know, British. We all know about the British because you're Greek, so you know about the British. You know? And there's a lot of things about the British that I despise, but there's a lot of things about the British that I embrace, you know. But either the downside or the upside is not constant like the Greek mentality is. There's a constant flow of the mentality of being from the Mediterranean. It's the Mediterranean, the ancient sea, the original sea, which I left home to find it. The first place I washed up on was Spain, and my earliest memory of Spain is I was in a foreign land, so I didn't have any restrictions on what I could drink, and I ordered a shot of gin, I think it was, and I was sitting outside in the sun, and I drank this gin really quickly, and an old woman came walking by, dressed in black robes and a walking stick and everything, and I thought, my God, this is so beautiful. This is so different to where I came from. I never forgot that. It's one of my earliest memories. And then I lived on the Spanish islands for a while, in Mallorca, Minorca, and I realized there was more to the Mediterranean than Gibraltar and Espanol. And that eventually I came to Greece to work for the Ministry of Culture here, and I thought, this really is cultural. This is, if they're embracing modern culture of modern music, and everybody knows that when you use the word history and culture, you come up with Greece.
Let's talk about music and the song The House of the Rising Sun. Is that song the song of your life, your fate, probably?
It's become that, yeah. Well, when I first heard that song in folk clubs when I was a kid, and I immediately related to the lyrics, and I didn't know it then, the first hearing, but what made it unique was it wasn't rock, it wasn't folk, it wasn't anything. It was itself. It was a story of life gone wrong, but of redemption and sexuality, erotic, you know. So I loved it. I immediately absorbed it, and I loved it. And we were, at the time, we were on tour with Chuck Berry in England, and you know, Chuck Berry was such. I think that a different word for rock and roll should be Chuck Berry. You know, do you listen to Chuck Berry? Do you perform Chuck Berry? And I worshipped the guy, and we were on tour with him, like, and I knew that we had to do something that would overcome my love for Chuck Berry musically. As an artist, we had to overcome him, and I knew that this song could overcome anything. That when people hear the opening opus, the guitar opus, they listen. Every guitarist in the world wants to play that formation on guitar. I mean, I've done gigs in the East Bloc. I can't remember where. I think it was Poland, and I got on stage and they asked me to sing "Rising Sun," and I said, "Oh, I can sing other songs." "No, but we want you to sing this song." I thought, "Okay, you want it? I'll just sing it again. I'll sing it 1,000,000 times." And I get on stage, and then I realize down below there's about 1,000 kids with guitars, and they were all guitar students that they were learning to play the opening to Rising Sun. So I was singing to 1,000 guitar players, and that was on TV, and it was going all over the East Bloc for a start. So I was like, I was singing to about 500,000 guitars playing Rising Sun, and I thought, wow, this is really special. I never thought that this would go this far, you know. But it did have its drawbacks. It put me in this position where they forgot everything else that I did. So I was stuck with it forever. And then strange things would happen. Like in the States, I met this woman who was what's the word? Not minister, but she put herself in the head of a union for working prostitutes, and they wanted to make that song their theme song. So it's like, wow, I never expected things like this. It's crazy. It took on its own life, and still has got its own life. And then I go to New Orleans, songs about New Orleans, and the people in New Orleans, they were just trying to forget that that ever happened in their society. They saw it as a really negative thing, you know. But that's okay. It's all okay. And it's times when I say, I hate that song. I never want to sing that thing again. But then when I'm on stage and I hear the guitar, the opening opus, I get into the lyrics and I'm gone into the story. And sometimes I change the lyrics slightly, which some people don't like, but I have to do it for my soul. I have to do it in order to keep me singing it another time, you know.
And at last, what do you keep from animals, from the animals?
What do I keep from them?
From your band.
Bad memories.
Why?
Because we blew it. We blew it totally. We were in a position to continue very successfully and do more, and yet after the recording of that song, one of the band members stole all of the royalties. So it made me very angry. although I'm not a person that's propelled by money. It's the last thing that I worry about. But the fact that one of us stole that, and then the band just broke apart, and we all went our different ways. And I went to America, to California, in the hope that I could find myself. And I'm still searching for it. But yeah, but you know, my wife helps me, and that's cool.
I will use your title, the title of your song, "It's My Life," and
Yeah.
I will say to you that it's your life, and I will say I wish you all the best
Thank you.
for your life,
Thank you.
from now on.
Yeah. I should have been wearing a t-shirt. A t-shirt that says, "It's my life." Yeah, I mean, there are other songs that people, thank God there's more than one song. You know, there are many songs. There's still many songs that I want to sing. And that's probably what, it is what I want to do during this projected retirement. I don't want to stop singing. I want to be able to afford to go into the studio and hear my voice in the studio along with musicians of my choice, and just sing every song that I wanted to sing and put it on disc and hope that people will want to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll have, at the future, we'll have discs and records from you.
I hope so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I don't want to stop singing. I can't stop singing. My voice is a gift,
Yes.
and if I didn't use it, I would be damned forever.
Mr. Burdon, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was my honor. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
You too. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.